Should buyer's agent compensation be included in your listing agreement? This is a big question. So I've referred thousands of agents across the country, and every agent has a different way of presenting their contracts. I'm not going to say that I know the best way to do it. I will tell you what I think is my best way, what I think is the best way. And that is to have your listing agreement not have your buyer commission in it. There are some brokerages that won't allow you to not put in a buyer commission, or the seller's agent is going to put in the total commission, and then you're going to pay the buyer's agent out of that. There are a lot of different ways of looking at it. My contracts, I'm only negotiating the list side. And what I'm saying is that when somebody brings us an offer, they're going to bring it with the buyer compensation included, and from there you can negotiate. I'm talking about what's happening in my two markets that I'm in, which is in Northeast Florida and the North Shore of Chicago. If you are in a different location, it could be completely different depending on your agent. Now, here's the thing. If we refer you a great agent and they are not willing to negotiate on that, then that's all there is to it. Like, they know their business in that specific area better than I do. And that is what they're wanting. And that's what they're saying. And if you don't like that, then you probably should go find somebody else. So just because an agent doesn't negotiate with you on that, just because it's in the listing agreement, does not mean you absolutely should rule them out, but you have to understand clearly what happens in that commission. I had somebody call me and say, I thought I was getting a great deal. My listing agent said it was a 4%. I assumed it was a 2% on the list side and a 2% on the buyer side. What I didn't realize is it was actually a 4% to the listing agent. And then when the buyer brought the offer, it was an additional 3%. So it was 7%. That's what I want you to understand. You can do it any way you want, but you have to understand the ins and outs of that contract.